And that's the thing that I was talking to you about before, is like letting go that emotion. Go ahead and cry. That has to move out for more light to move in. I think I talked to you about this before, the difference between cavernous emptiness and a clean closet. Cavernous emptiness is when the weight of that emotion is there, is the vacuum. That space can never be filled. You cannot fill it. It's an emptiness that just keeps craving to be filled. But a clean closet, that's also empty, but it has a different feeling to it. So when you clean the closet, then you're like, what? You feel like, it's clean. Now, what am I going to put in there? And you can be intentional about what you want in there, but you got to get the out in order to be able to put the new things in, right? You're not going to clean out the closet and then like cram it full of a bunch of more shit. You're going to be like, okay, now that that's cleared out, what do I actually want in there? As things come up, you just kind of allow yourself that moment to feel that, and then it's gone. It's the emotion that is the weight. It goes from energetic to emotional to physical. The bridge between the energetic and the physical is the emotional. So in order to have more energy, meaning an expansion of energy, you've got to move whatever static is in between, which is usually emotional, negative emotional static. That's the cavernous emptiness that can never be filled. So when you get to a point where it's like the cavernous of it, the emptiness is overwhelming, yeah, you gotta numb yourself or allow you to go to sleep. Those are the things that happen when you're in that. Or impose it on others, because, you know, a lot of times anger is triggered through that space as well. Or you can take that opportunity when you're in that cavernous emptiness, look for something that gives you focus, a focus into some level of satisfaction. What are those things? What is a micro thing that you can at least get them? Where's the pinhole of light? But what are some tools that you can give them, or I can give them, when they're really in the cycle? That's where the power is. If you can disrupt that and then reroute that, give it the opportunity to be expressed somehow, ideally like written out, or just like being alone and speaking it out loud. Imagine that you're talking to that person and you speak it, and then doing something to, what is something I can find satisfaction in now, or something I can find some gratitude in now, like I do with all the groups. What are 3 wins that I have today? What's at least 1 win I have for today? And all of that does is just move things in that micro direction to bring into focus what it is that you do want, so that that focus can get larger and larger and larger, right? Like all of that emotion is weight.